What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Zhiyun Zoom X 2-axis gimbal. Let's do this. All right, so full disclosure, guys, this is not a sponsored video. Heck, this channel has never been sponsored at all by anybody. But I do want to let you guys know I did purchase this with my own money, and I'm going to do a review on it. I've been using it for about 10 days, 12 days or so, off and on. So I feel pretty comfortable in letting you know or sharing my thoughts with you about it. So let's go ahead and look at the specs, talk a little bit about what this can do, show you some of the features, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. So when you're purchasing this, you have two options. This gimbal comes in the standard or the combo option. I decided to go with the standard because all the combo brings is a case and a mini tripod, which goes on the bottom here. But I already own a little mini tripod, so I figured I'd just get the gimbal by itself. The standard costs $59.99 US and the combo costs $69.99 US. So you have two options, gray or in white. This is actually my first time ever using or purchasing a Zhiyun product, and I'm pretty impressed with the quality. The gimbal's all plastic. It's made of mostly all plastic, but it has like this, like a slight premium feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't look cheap. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the specs. Okay, guys, just going to show you what the box looks like. Here it is. Here we have it. All right, so you get your manual, you get your USB-C charging cable, then of course you have your gimbal. Again, I got the standard package, so I have this mini Ulanzi mini tripod, which I think will work great with this gimbal. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the actual gimbal, see how this is unfolded, and look at all the ports and all the buttons and everything. So basically, you're just going to turn the gimbal like this to unlock it, and then you're going to turn the actual gimbal like that, and it opens up just like that really easily. Up top here, it comes with this sticker, and it indicates the camera's phone camera has to be pointed that way, so that'll help you guide yourself. Right here, the controls, you have a record button, you have a mode button, and you have your joystick. Right here, you have a status light. On the side here, you have the button here to control your the lens on the camera, so you can zoom in, go wide, or telephoto. On the bottom of the gimbal, you have your 1/4-inch mount, so you can attach your mini tripod here. On the side here, you have your power button. I'm not going to turn it on because I don't have the phone on yet, but when you press that on there, you'll see these lights come on, and this is the battery power indicator. When it's 4 lights fully turned on, that means it's fully charged, and they go by about 25% increments, so 75%, 50%, and then when it's on the last light, it's about 25% left. Looking at the mounting clamp here, you have this mounting clamp that in its default position, you can also see the Zhiyun branding there. It's at about 2 inches or 50 millimeters, but it extends all the way out to 90 millimeters or 3.5 inches. And the clamp is very strong also. It has good resistance. This gimbal has a battery capacity of 1,000 milliamp hours. The battery runtime is anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. And in my experience, it's held up pretty well in between that time frame. It has Bluetooth 5.0 for your connectivity with your phone or your smartphone. And on this side, it says Smooth X. And right here, you have your USB-C port. So if you want to charge your gimbal, plug your USB-C cable in there. And as you guys can see here, this is a very small gimbal when it's folded up. Weighs nothing, 246 grams. When in the folding position, as I have it here, the gimbal is 14.5 centimeters tall or 5.7 inches tall. It is actually a little bit smaller than an iPhone XS Max, as you can see here. When you have the gimbal open, it is 26.6 centimeters or 10.5 inches long. So still very compact and lightweight. It has Bluetooth 5.0 for your connectivity with your phone or your smartphone. All right, guys, a few things to note before you use the gimbal, because this happened to me. I tried to use the gimbal without downloading this app. It's the ZY Cami or ZY Cami app. It's by Zhiyun. So you have to download that app, and then you have to create an account and log in to activate your account. Just keep that in mind. You are going to have to do that in order for it to work. As to mount the phone on the clamp, make sure your lens on the phone is facing towards the left. You have that sticker there to show you which way to make sure you mount your phone the correct way. And basically, to balance it, you're just going to slide it either to the left or to the right until the phone is balanced. You guys get the point. You're going to have to balance it like that to power it on. Again, press that button on the side right here. Your 4 lights are going to turn on. That's showing a full charge. To pair the gimbal, we're going to go into the ZY Cami app. It's going to say found device up top. Over here, you'll get a notification. It says Bluetooth pairing request. I'm going to go ahead and pair it. And I am connected, as you can see there. So that's how you pair it. It's that easy. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the actual ZY Cami app and see what it has to offer. To begin with, here you have the smart option. And basically, these are video templates made by Zhiyun, and they allow you to create some really quick clips, and you can share these through the app. Next, you have the panoramic option here to take 100-degree or 180-degree panoramic shots. You have your photo option, and you could take with the front camera or the front-facing camera. You just have to press up there to switch over. What's up, guys? And then you have your video app, or not app, but your video option, slow motion, time-lapse, and you have hyperlapse as well. Up top over here on the left-hand corner, you have the home button, and this will take you to the home page of the app. To click back, you just click on the camera icon there. All right, so right under the home button, you have the auto and manual options. And this will obviously allow you to control your camera settings or exposure. You have your ISO shutter and your EV setting there. Right underneath, you have your video resolutions. You have 720p, 1080p, 4K. You can shoot 24 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and up to 60 frames per second in 4K. Right underneath here, you have your glamour effects. I'll show you that in just a moment. And then you have your actual gimbal settings over here. So for video, you can turn the light on. You can turn the grid off and on. You get the grid plus the diagonal lines on as well. Set your white balance, gesture control, and you can remove the watermark. Your gimbal over here, you have your scene and run mode. Okay, you have your pan follow mode, your lock mode, and you have your roll and pan following mode. Over here you can set the joystick speed. I'm going to leave mine on slow. Your zoom, you can control the speed as well there. Invert pan control, invert tilt control, and then you could change what the M button is set to by default. Switch to photo, video, shortcut menu. On the bottom here, you have the gimbal auto calibration option. Let's go ahead and give that a go here. And there you have it. So this is not a 3-axis gimbal. This is actually a 2-axis gimbal. And with this gimbal, you can only pan and you can only roll. So it doesn't have the tilt where it goes back and forward. So it's not a 3-axis gimbal, it's a 2-axis gimbal. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, I've attached this mini tripod here, and I do recommend you use it because the actual part here, without the tripod, and I don't have very big hands, I do feel like it's a little too short, sometimes a little uncomfortable. I may hit the record button by accident. So if you add the mini tripod there, now you have more to hold on while you're using it. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but this does extend. So that's a pretty unique or cool feature from this tripod. It extends, as you can see there, 260 centimeters. And this part right here actually tilts. So make sure you hold it by this motor right here to tilt it. And it goes all the way 90 degrees. So you could tilt that way and you could take shots that way. Or you could do for vlogging, if you want to look at yourself, turn on the front facing camera. And so I don't have an iPhone 11 Pro, or with a wide angle lens. This is a 10s Max, but with it extended, it still gives me that enough reach where it's wide enough. I'm gonna go ahead and lock the gimbal. I'm gonna follow my son. See there, it's locked. So let's do a quick test shot. And I'm recording in 24 frames per second. Trying to do the ninja walk here. It looks a little bumpy right now that I'm filming. And stop. All right, so let's now set it to pan follow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to follow my son. And I'm just gonna have him move side to side walk. Here we go, side to side, just keep walking. Keep walking, just walk straight. Decide the shot, slow down. I'm going to do the object tracking or the face tracking while we walk, but it only works in 1080p. It doesn't work in 4K, so I switched over to 1080p, 24 frames per second. I'm going to draw a square around my son's face, right here, and he's gonna walk, and I wanna track him. Go ahead. You guys can see the gimbal is following him. I'm not moving, I'm just walking straight back, and it's tracking him really good. Not having the tilt access to me is a bummer. I like to tilt down a lot and look like, I'm gonna show you guys a shot here. Son, he's just gonna kick the ball around, right? Come on, Tick. All right, go ahead. I can point it down, but I don't have that tilt access. And it's just a quick test shot. Go ahead and do a hyperlapse. As you can see here, I'm in the hyperlapse. The video resolutions for hyperlapse are only 720p or 1080p, and you have your speeds down here. I'm gonna keep it at, let's try 5 times and do a quick hyperlapse here. Let's go. So that was a 6-second hyperlapse. Check it out. Doesn't look too good from what I can see, really bumpy. It is what it is, missing that tilt access. Let's try out the intelligent gesture mode. All right, so I'm gonna take a photo. You see a little hand here that says off, tap on it, and then it'll turn on. It'll say on. Up here it'll say identifying gesture. And so in order to take a picture or start your video, wow, just started by seeing my hands. In order to do that, you should be able to put your hand up. And it'll count down. You can hear beeping. Takes a picture. Or you can do a V or the peace sign, if you will, and take a picture. All right, let's do a vlogging style shot. Got my pole extended, just walking around, vlogging with the iPhone XS Max. Let's move it back further away from me, and you can still capture a lot. What do you guys think of the stabilization as I walk around and talk here? I think it does pretty well. It looks like it's gonna do all right in this kind of scenario, this kind of shot. But yeah, this is just a walking sample shot of looking. I should look at the camera over here, sorry. The lens, I should say. Vlogging test shot. Aside from all those features I showed you guys, this also has some glamour effects, which it could smooth your skin out, make your face slimmer. Here, check these quick shots out. Now I have the smoothing effect on. My skin is pretty smooth now. I could use that. And I could also activate the slimness of my face here. Let's make my face, I got it at 100 right now. So I slim my face down and my skin looks smooth. So those are a few of the effects that this thing has. It's kind of gimmicky. I really won't be using that, but I wanted to make sure you guys knew about it. If you want to adapt the lens to your smartphone, for reference, this one is the spivel lens with a spivel case on the iPhone XS Max. It balances and works well. I've used it a few times already. Just so you guys can get an idea if you're thinking about adding a lens, I think it'll do just fine with most of these lenses out there on the market. So that's my review for the Smooth X gimbal by Zhiyun. I do like how compact it is. It's very lightweight, works well with my iPhone. It's not perfect by any means. I do miss that it doesn't have that tilting access. I wish it would have that access and still the roll one, because I really don't use that one. But a lot of features. The app is very nice, I think. A lot of the features it has on there are actually helpful. So if you're like starting off with filmmaking on your smartphone, you can do everything in the app, which is a nice feature to have. And it does have the panoramic shots, the time-lapse option. The hyperlapse was really poor in my opinion. I'm not giving this a 5-star by any means. I'd give it a 4-star. Overall, I'm happy with the product or the gimbal. There are some other gimbals on the market for about 20 more bucks if you want 3 access. So it's hard for me to give it 5 stars just because of that. But overall, nice little gimbal, very compact. I'll drop a link if you're interested in it in the comments or in the description. It is an Amazon link, affiliate link. It won't cost you any additional money, but it'll help me out if you decide to use that link. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.